All right, morning, Zach. How are we?
Good morning. Very well.
That's good.
Living
One
the
of my,
dream out here.
yeah,
I'm doing the other job for a second in between doing the musical dream.
doing the hard yards.
Yeah, man. Got to be done when you got the little fam. Hey.
Yeah, that's it. Well, one of my favorite humans there are you. So yeah, let's thanks for joining us on the show, mate. It's been a
No
couple of
worries at
months
all.
since we spoke last.
Yep. We
Yeah,
had some awesome shows since then, man. So it's been
yeah,
really nice to be back out on the road with Young Lions and that Thornhill tour that we spoke before was amazing. So and the album tour itself too. So
yeah,
very
epic.
happy.
Yeah, how was it playing back in Brizzy?
Oh, it was amazing. That Brisbane show, yeah, we really blew our minds. So to play at the zoo, which has been something we've seen bands play out growing up the whole time. And we've played them before, but that one was definitely something special.
Yeah, awesome.
The lighting was amazing and the production was great. We had a full team going, so it was very satisfying.
Yeah, awesome. And you had your sister tag along, do some vocals, which must have been cool.
Yeah, yeah. My sister was there and she added something crazy. Like everyone that saw the show definitely was like noticed the difference massively. So we had a bigger band and my sister, who's just there's that weird sibling thing where you just connected mentally. There's this connection going on, or like this. She can just really pick harmonies like nothing else. So it's pretty awesome. And yeah, I'll definitely miss her at any show she's not at now. I reckon. I reckon I speak for all the boys when I say that.
Yeah, right, right. How did she like it?
She loved it, man. She's a doesn't get to do it. She too. Um, she's a full time psychiatrist and really pumps her work out. Child psychiatrist actually, so she works her absolute butt off. But she's undercover such an amazing musician, like across the board, guitar, piano, singer, just incredible singer. But it's just something she never really was able to pursue, or wasn't mental enough to pursue,
Yeah, right.
like we all are. So it's really nice to be able to invite her on something and to see her up in front of big crowds and stuff, and have her enjoy it to that extent. So she had such a blast and she looked the part. She was more of a rock star than me, I reckon.
Yeah, cool, man. She was great. I think she added that little spark, which made it that much
Yeah, there
better.
was something really special about it. And that album, the new album of ours, really called for it. You know, it had a lot of that female voice touch on a lot of the songs in the recordings anyway. So it
Yep.
was good to have her there, like in Coming Home and Exit Plan and Waiting Room. Her voice is all over that stuff. So it's really nice to have her in there live as well.
Should have to become a permanent or semi-permanent member, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think whenever we do our own like big tours, like when the budget allows, we'll definitely have her there for everything we can. On the Burn run, I think we're just stripping it back to the classic line. Well, like the I'm still gonna stay front man, but we'll still have the two guitars, bass and drums. But that's just kind of what that album was. But anytime we play, even Mr. Spaceman, it'd be amazing to have Levy there. It'd be really great.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's the next part. So the Burn anniversary tour coming up. So you must be excited.
Yeah, man. We're so excited for it. We start our production rehearsals next week. And yeah, it's all turning out really well. We've picked a really cool cover to play, which we're excited to. I won't let that out of the bag yet, but it's an old school emo banger that I don't think anyone will not know. So we're really excited to play it and have everyone sing along. And it's been fun playing some covers, like the Royal Blood cover we've been playing a lot. It
Yep.
has really, really gone off live. So it's hard not to play it now. So we're just going to start to add a few more to our arsenal that people are loving. So it's really fun, and it's good to pay homage to bands that we've grown up listening to as well, and
Yeah, that's it.
not take yourself too seriously that you can't chuck a cover in every now and then. So it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone loves it. No, I can't believe
Yeah,
it's been
man.
10 years now. Jesus.
Yeah, 10 years, which is insane. Like
Like,
time just goes so fast. I think these tours, and especially doing the Dream On, Dreamer, Loveless tour at the moment as well, like it's been it's just a lot of time to reflect on that as well and see, look back 10 years and kind of get spun out about all that and all the tours and like mental stuff we've done in that time. You kind of forget, but then when you get that 10-year anniversary time to really reflect on it, yeah, a lot of the memories come back, and then a lot of the stories that you tell when you're together on those shows is really, really cool. So seeing the crowds react like they did has, yeah, definitely, it's been awesome, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been
I
really
mean,
cool. It
yeah,
was
I
really
mean,
inspiring. I know I bumped into you at that show at the Pierce of Alberto show, but that was so inspiring to see that.
yeah, that was
So
epic.
it, it's so epic. That those Pierce the Veil sing-alongs, I just wouldn't believe it. Like we were lucky enough to be standing up the top near that on that like the food court level of the river stage because I had Harper there, so he wanted to sit up there and have food and just chill.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just the direction, because you're sitting above the crowd, you can hear everyone on that hill. I couldn't even. I felt like I almost needed earplugs for the crowd, not the band. Like
Yeah.
it was so loud, and yeah, it rocked me, and it
There
just
were just so many
really
people.
inspired me. So many people, having played with Pierce the Veil back in my first band, like when they were touring, and Dreamer did as well, and that's when I first met Dreamer, really. So it all kind of has come full circle, and to like talk to them now, and having seen them just play floor shows on that tour, and that
Yeah.
was with Attack Attack too. So Caleb as well.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
it was like Attack Attack, Pierce the Veil, Dream on Dreamer, The Dream the Chase, which was my first band. And so that whole crew was together, but now it's all kind of taking different shapes. But Pierce the Veil has just, come from strength to strength. So super inspiring to see, and makes us want to keep going and keep doing these tours and building.
Yeah, no, well, that's the best part of it, and it's amazing. And I mean, Burn, I mean, what a
So
first
epic.
album! What a first album to put
Oh
out.
man. It was a crazy album, and the way it came together was really nuts as well. Like it almost came out of nowhere. Like I had never, after my first band that I've just mentioned, like Dream the Chase, I got a bit jaded because we just, you know, I didn't know what music was like. I thought it would be easier, and it was really hard. We had no money, and we were young, and everyone was just at that point of like, do we study? We had some of the members studying, and the drummer went on to. He's still the drummer of Cub Sport now, so they've done really well, and they're like mega now, and everyone's gone on to do successful things. Like the guitarist to that band's in the SAS now.
All
The
right.
bass player is a neurosurgeon. Um, and the other guitarist builds applications like iPhone applications for Half Brick Studios, who did like Fruit Ninja and all that stuff. So
Yeah, awesome.
pretty mental. Like everyone's gone to do some stuff, but in that time we were super. We got pretty jaded because it just didn't really work out, and it was really tough for us to write more music and to find common ground together as we grew older. So I swore I would never do music for the 2 years after that. I was like, no, I'm never going to go back. I'm just going to get a full-time job and just do my thing. And then I still had a diary that I wrote everything in, and I hadn't written any music, no chords, hadn't picked up a guitar. And out of the blue, an old manager sent me the music for Burn, and said, there's some friends that have been writing some music and they lost their singer, or it didn't work out with their singer. The producer thinks your voice would be a match. Do you think you'd think about it? And I was like, no. At first, I said no, and then I think I had a few beers like a few nights later, and then like I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just put the music on. And I literally opened my diary and like played. I get goosebumps thinking about it now. But I opened my diary, and as the music was playing, I was just literally like slotting in every page of my diary into that music, and I was like, this is like scary. Like it felt weird. It felt
Yeah,
so right, and it was so easy. And so I think honestly, probably 6 out of those 10 songs came in the first 3 days,
nice.
and like were perfectly formed in 3 days. And then we had a first rehearsal where I hadn't met any of them before, and I walked into Via Studios in Fortitude Valley, or in Bowen Hills, and we played those 6 songs. They were really proficient with the music already, but they had no idea what it would sound like.
Yeah,
And I jumped on a mic and we did, Runner and the Fighter, Grave Digger, Before the Storm, and I can't remember what the other ones were, but those three especially, like it was the first moment meeting, and we played them, and everyone was just like, "What the fuck is going on here? This is good. So we knew we were onto something cool.
Yeah, awesome.
And yeah, that again, from then on, it was like a really serendipitous journey. We were like very lucky to see it work that way, and people felt the same way about the music. I still think some of the craziest shows for Young Lions ever were those shows, all the first Burn shows, and I remember in particular a show at Coniston Lane, that old, it was like the Destroy All Lines venue. It's now Woolly Mammoth up
Yep.
there.
Yep.
They used to have that back entry, and we played a show there, and we'd released Burn like 3 or 4 weeks before that, and there was no one at the show at the start. Like there was 17 tickets sold, and we were like, oh. And I remember going to a friend's party while the first bands were playing, because I was like, oh, this is a bit depressing. And then I was like, okay, I better get back to this show, about an hour to go. And I walked back, and I couldn't get through the door up the stairs. And I called one of the boys, and I was like, is it actually packed out, or is there something going on in there? And they're like, dude, it is packed from front to back. People can't even move in here. And I had to go down through the front entrance. I was like, this is fucking insane. So I think from that moment as well, we knew we were onto something there.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, it's really cool to celebrate that after 10 years.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just everything coming back. Everyone gets to enjoy all those experiences again. So, and then I'm guessing there's going to be some other stuff, like set a cover and some new songs you'll throw in there. Put on a good show.
Yeah, we're going to throw in all the favorites, and like we're not going to let anyone down with that. And we're going to bring some. We're actually focusing on bringing back some of the songs that we haven't played in a while. Some of the songs that people have been requesting at all these other shows. I know that we haven't played songs like Knowledge is Power and Superhuman in a long time, and those two songs we're definitely going to put on the set list. And we're super excited for them because they're big songs, big energy, and we kind of tried to build the set list with songs that are all vibe to that burn feeling. So I think those were very similar. I mean, Burn was more of a heartbreak album, really. That was like 3 breakups rolled into one album, 3 breakup lyrics. And I think obviously I always resonated massively with breakup albums, especially when I was going through one. So that was just about refinding yourself after you kind of just been lost in a relationship for so long that you kind of lost a bit of yourself. So it's nice to revisit that, and I've been through breakups since then, so I can tap back into that any day.
Yeah. Everyone can.
Yeah, man, I think we all can. Hey,
no, it's definitely the power of music. Really, it helps a lot for a lot of people.
It's very therapeutic, very cathartic. I think, we don't even know how it's going to feel, but when we get to these production rehearsals and all play these songs together for the first time in ages, it's going to be mental.
Yeah.
So we're so pumped. After these Dreamer shows, I fully just the how much people like really love music and those albums, and yeah, it doesn't lie, and they come back out in force, and yeah, it doesn't disappoint.
100%. And I mean, I can reflect on those too. You know, my love for both bands. I mean, the Dreamer, I've got the Loveless tattoo. Like,
you're a big rep. Seeing them come out to shows as well. Heaps of people have Loveless and everything, and
yeah, it's epic.
That symbol in itself was really something crazy. That it really just worked. It'll survive the test of time, eh?
Yeah, definitely. So off all the 10 songs, Burn album, favorite one to play live?
I think The Runner and the Fighter has got to be one of the best, the coolest songs, and that start, that "Just Bury Me Now" is just
gets everyone pumped.
Yeah, that we've always played Gravedigger a lot, and I love playing that song. I think Burn hard song a lot, but it has huge moments in it. So I think Burn and Run and the Fighter are probably the 2 songs I'm really, really excited to just smash out and have people singing back, and really high energy. So it feels more like it's like a bit of a bridge between that rock and hardcore energy, that album. So I think there'll be a lot of mic grabs, a lot of me in the crowd, rare.
Yeah, and I'll be there.
And we got a cool lineup too.
Yeah,
I'll be
100%.
on top of you, mate. You'll be copping
Well,
a bit of
I've
sweat.
decided this one I'm not working. I'm not doing anything. I'm just coming to be a fan and enjoy it this time. So it'll be a good one.
Yes, that's the way. Well, plenty of beers to be had then.
Yep, definitely. Just a quick one then too. The album cover. It's obviously it's got the line on there. What was sort of where'd you draw the inspiration? Was that from your side or?
That was actually Morgan. It was like a painting he did, and it was before we decided the whole Young Lions thing, I think. But
Oh, cool.
it felt because that was the first album that was called that, that we had the band name. It was kind of like a self-titled, even though we called it Burn. It was, this is Young Lions. We're introducing ourselves, so that was where the inspiration for the artwork was. Um, and I really like it. It's stood the test of time too, and I really like the artwork for the album because Morgan put a beard on the line and made it like a great. So the album tour, I don't know if you noticed that, but the artwork on the album tour is just the album artwork, but it has aged. The lion has grown older, so
you can
yeah,
tell
really
a slight
like
difference.
well. Yeah.
Now everyone will go back and look at it.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool. It's already really cool seeing the stuff on Spotify. Like the Burn album's getting a lot more spins now, so it shows that people are cranking it leading up to the album tour.
Yeah, amazing. And that's what you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, that's exactly what we want, man.
Yep.
We're stoked on it.
And then all the long-time fans, I mean, it's just always playing anyway, so it's always on my playlist.
Yeah, exactly. I think the sing-alongs are going to be great because people have had 10 years to know these lyrics. They're ingrained. Like, it's more than anything. We've had great sing-alongs at this album tour and stuff, but there's nothing quite like playing old albums because people have like made it a part of their life for 10 years, and they've listened to some of these songs every day for 10 years. So
yeah, exactly.
It's second nature to just be screaming them at the top of your lungs. So.
That's the joy of it. That's why we go.
It is, man. Well, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, it's going to be an awesome tour. I'm really looking forward to it. And again, thanks for joining us today. I know it was a bit of a short one there, but I'll let you get
worries, man.
Back to work and
no worries, man. I'll get back to a few tiles and put a bit of stone in, and I'll be humming along to the music as I do it. That's the best way to practice, doing the hard work and listen to the album as well.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have all the links to the Burn Anniversary tour in the description below. We are the Everblack Podcast, and again, thanks for your time, Zach.
Hopefully no worries, man. Anytime. Thank you, Luke. I'll see you soon, hey?
We will. All good, buddy.